And I am joined tonight by my very glamorous assistant, the one and only Gemma. Nice to see you, Gemma.
Hello, lovely to see you as well.
It seems weeks.
Know. We are reunited.
We are reunited, and what a show! So, what are your favourite?
Well, we've got a cruise which involves going to the Rocky Mountains, you know, and
Alaska.
Celebrity,
isn't it?
Yeah, with celebrity. So that is really, really stunning. We've got we're going to the Med, we're going to the Far East. We've got a 6-star cruise. We've got a Disney cruise as well this week, which is really exciting.
And that includes a 7-night stay in Orlando.
In Orlando
all
as well, absolutely, with the theme park tickets already included. We've also got a Strictly Come Dancing cruise at P&O as well. So that'll be really good.
So a brilliant show and a very special hot pick, which we're going to talk about a little bit later. And actually, Planet Cruise have got a brand new website as well, and it's fabulous, I tell you what, it really is. You can check out all of the deals, but remember, Planet Cruise can find you any cruise with any company. We can make a holiday bespoke by adding hotel stays as well. We can find you some great flights. And I've just realised I'm wearing the same shirts there in that little picture, but we have got loads of YouTube videos as well. Yeah, thanks, guys. Anyway, without further ado, let's give you the information and the details of our first cruise. Now, I've got to say, we're starting off with an absolute cracker. It's with MSC on board the Musica, and for the price on the screen, you're going to get a free all-inclusive drinks package. So that will be all of your great wines, your favourite beers, your favourite spirits. All of that is included in the price for less than £900. But let's take you on board and talk through the MSC experience. So, MSC, they've been incredibly successful, haven't they?
They are. They're a very popular cruise line, and they really do offer such amazing value for money. That's what they're all about, but getting good quality, glamorous ships, beautiful interiors, you know, great facilities as well. Things like really, really good theatre, you know, you've got your musicals, your dance, your comedy, your magic, so loads of great entertainment, but also lovely food. You've got your kind of more casual dining, your pizzeria and your buffet and that kind of thing, but some fine dining as well. Lots of Italian cuisine, because they're an Italian-owned cruise line, so you would expect that. That's always good with me. I love my Mediterranean food. You've got your casino, as you can see. You've got a great kids childcare there as well, if you are with little ones and you want to have a little breather and let them play while you go and enjoy the spa.
I tell you what, Jimmy, just looking at the ships, so they really are exquisite, aren't they?
They really are. They're quite opulent in feel. You know, like I said, it's quite glamorous. The decor.
There's nothing compromised, is there?
No, absolutely not. Very sumptuous. You're going to be really, really comfortable on this ship and enjoy it. And it's all about getting away, isn't it? Pure escapism. And if you look, you know, you can go and have a nice boogie as well.
I'll give that a miss, actually, Gemma. I'll just have another drink.
You just have another drink at the bar.
But I'll tell you what, for under £900, bear in mind this is an Eastern Med cruise from the beautiful Venice as well. It really doesn't get better than this. So, Gemma's going to talk us through the outstanding ports of call. So it starts off with a lovely flight over to Venice, doesn't it?
Absolutely. So a shortish flight, which is always nice. And then on day 2, you are sailing into Bari in Italy, which is very nice indeed, on the Adriatic Sea. So getting your cruise off to a nice start. And then day 3, you will find yourself in Olympia, in Katakolon in Greece. And this is really the cruise gateway to ancient Olympia, the birthplace of the Olympic Games. And if you just go about 40 minutes from the port, you're transported back thousands of years. I always find this kind of history really fascinating.
So I've never been to Olympia, but I would love to go.
Absolutely fantastic. Your imagination goes wild, because you really are walking on the same place where they did, you know, wrestling and chariot races and discus throwing, and you really feel that when you're there. It's a bit like visiting Rome and the Colosseum. It's a similar thing. That ancient history that I think is absolutely fascinating and is really going to be an interesting part of your cruise. So that's day 3, and then you've got a lovely relaxing day, and you're going to be arriving on day 4 in Santorini. You can see it's not far.
Now, I have been here. It's beautiful.
Absolutely stunning. I went all the way around the Greek islands when I was much younger, and it was a trip I'll never forget.
They are so pretty, aren't they?
They are so pretty. Each one has a different character, but it is that kind of typical whitewashed walls and blue sky sky and sparkling sea. Yeah, exactly. And so sailing around, you know, into these ports as well is so exciting.
I tell you what, looking at these images, I felt a bit miserable today. They've been wet and cold.
I know, all grey. Yeah. I know, and look at that, exactly.
Because
it
I
makes
imagine
you so
having
excited.
this to look forward to for next May.
Oh, I know, wonderful. And actually, in Santorini, if you can get to go to Oya Castle, you really should. There's an incredible view from up there, so it's quite high up, and you can see, you know, a lot of the island. You've got black sand beaches as well in Santorini, because there was actually a volcano there years and years and years ago. You've got a prehistoric museum you could go and visit, but you should also maybe go and visit Akrotiri, which is really exciting. It's like a prehistoric city styled as it would have been in 17th century BC.
No.
Yeah. So again, because you're in Greece, you get this wonderful ancient history as well. It's all part and parcel. So after Santorini, and you may have just chilled out on the beach, of course, as well, we're off to Athens. So such an exciting city that you're never tired of, even if you've been here before. And of course, an absolute must. You must visit the Acropolis, see the Parthenon. Again, any history lovers are going to be in seventh heaven. So much to see and do and learn about as well. But if you're not into that, you can just stroll the streets. You could go to the Agora, which is the market, which is full of life. You see some wonderful fresh produce, but also can buy some presents and things like that. You've got the Olympic Stadium as well. And also, if you just want to go to the Plaka, that's the oldest neighbourhood in Athens. You can just have a look around there. So plenty to see. You will not be bored during your day in Athens. And then, on day 6, we're sailing and arriving in Corfu. Corfu is beautiful. Look at that spectacular scenery, incredible beaches, and of course, you know, that might be what you want to do for the day, is go and, you know, just chill out on a lounger.
It's so beautiful, you might just want to, take it easy.
Because the waters around here are really beautiful as well. But if you are interested again in sightseeing, you've got the old fortress, is so worth visiting. You could do a little boat ride as well to Mouse Island, or go and visit the Monastery of the Virgin Mary.
I tell you, it all looks really beautiful.
Doesn't it? It's a stunning part of the world. And then on day 7, you're sailing into Kotor in Montenegro, which again is absolutely stunning. In fact, all the ports here, each place is somewhere that you'd so like to go and visit, and you get to see all of them in one trip, which is the joy of going on a cruise.
And when you break this down, you've got return flights to Venice.
Yeah.
You have got the free all-inclusive drinks package, and then the most stunning ship, the MSC Musica, that you're going to be spending 7 days on.
Absolutely.
Wow,
so
that's fantastic.
The
start
medieval
to the show.
architecture there is really, really beautiful as well. You're going to love
Gemma,
it.
I often find that if you know, the Med, you can get great temperatures in May, but the Eastern Med, you do tend to get, you know, really
absolutely.
nice temperatures.
I mean, that's something we can't completely guarantee.
No, of
but
course.
With a bit of luck, yeah, you should have some lovely sunshine.
Let's just look at the MSC Musica. You can see the opulence, the decadence, the extremely high standards when it comes to furnishings and decor. You know, you'll be on board 7 days, so imagine just enjoying all of this, and also not having to worry about your drinks bill at the end of the cruise. You know, being able to, you know, have wine with your meals, be able to visit all of the bars, and of course great entertainment as well. Beautiful, beautiful staterooms. If you'd like to book, or if you've got any questions, it is a free phone number, of course, 0800 840 1088. So 0800 840 1088, or our brand new website, which is planetcruise.co.uk/TV. Oh, forgot to mention as well, we would like to give you free £100 onboard spend per stateroom. If you think about that, that's been down the price even lower. Return flights based on London Gatwick. We can always, generally speaking, though, find you flights from most UK airports. That shouldn't be a problem for us. And so there are various dates available through May all the way through to November, but itineraries will vary slightly on some of those departure dates as well. Wow.
What a cruise.
I'd love
Really,
to do
really
that.
wonderful, actually, yeah. And the thing about cruising generally is the fact that you've got everything on that ship, if you think about it, whether it's a spa or, you know, whether it's the nightlife, and you can decide on the day how you feel and be spontaneous.
Yes, absolutely. Now, we have got various dates, as I mentioned. Just to give you an idea of pricing across those months, from May through to October there. We have got prices starting at $899 throughout May, and some of the later dates in November. And you can see there some great upgrades when it comes to ocean view and balconies as well. Some really good pricing actually on the May and November
not
dates.
That much difference really
No.
between an inside and a balcony, and you think of sailing into those beautiful ports. God,
Anyway,
that's fun.
we have got 6 cruises now and a hot pick, so we'd better move on to our next cruise. I would so love to do this one. It's with Celebrity Cruises. I'd love to do them all, but this is really exciting. It's a chance to visit and see Alaska on board the Celebrity Infinity. But let's show you the 5-star modern luxury that is only Celebrity.
Oh, yes. We're both going, oh, yes.
Right, I cruised with
absolutely.
Celebrity early on this year, and the standards are impeccable.
They are absolutely impeccable, and the Celebrity Infinity, which is the ship we're talking about here, is one of their Millennium class ships. It's received a huge upgrade. It is so modern and new throughout. The ship carries 1,950 passengers, and she's got very elegant new suites, beautiful staterooms which have been restyled, flat screen TVs. You know, it's very modern and high-tech, contemporary, stunning. You've got 5-course meals in the main dining rooms. However, if that's a bit much for you, look at the size of that ice cream, amazing. I was going to say, you've also got a health-inspired menu. Perhaps you can do a little bit of both. And the Aqua Spa Cafe, still absolutely delicious. You've got your steakhouse, so great food, buffets as well, gorgeous. But then you've got amazing Broadway-style productions in the theatre, as you can see as well in that picture you just saw. The Eye Lounge, amazing cocktails, and a really fantastic wine cellar as well. They really pride themselves on that as well. Choice of coffees as well. So whatever your tipple or your favourite kind of drink is, you know, everything is there. It's the choice is amazing.
And I had some friends that cruised with Celebrity on my recommendation earlier on the year, and they've got certain health issues and they have to have, you know, special dietary requirements, and they said Celebrity helped them out so much. But I've never been to Alaska. I'd love to go. Let's give you a taster of the whole experience. Have a look at this. Oh,
yeah, I know.
You've not been to Alaska,
no,
have you,
I haven't. And it, you know, the world is such a big place, and then you just see and you think, I need to go there. And it's that kind of feeling of the wilderness. And we were talking to someone earlier, weren't we?
Well, JP,
Planet
who's
Cruise.
from Planet Cruise, who's been with us today, he did this exact cruise last year and said it was sensational.
Saying hard to compare to anything else.
Well, he's very well travelled, obviously working for
Yes.
Planet Cruise, but this was one of his absolute favourites, wasn't it?
Absolutely, and we're going to obviously go through the cruise and exactly what it entails, but there is a part of it where you actually are off the ship and you're going on a train through the Rocky Mountains as well. So the scenery that you're going to see generally on this entire trip will be breathtaking. Really wonderful. It's that feeling of getting away from everything, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, and I'm just thinking, not just the scenery, you know, the wildlife.
Yeah. Oh, it's just so remote. And a bear.
Yeah, of course.
And an elk. So some incredible wildlife as well, actually. So really fascinating. Definitely on my list.
This train journey
Yes.
is spectacular. The Rocky Mountaineer train from Vancouver to Banff. That is included. We're going to talk about that a little bit later on.
Yeah, and there are train journeys and there are train journeys, and that one is in comfort and luxury, not like one I did the other day, but we won't talk about that. So, yeah, really beautiful.
It is going to be a trip of lifetime. All we'd love you to do today, we're going to talk through it in more detail, but if you want to find out more, give us a call on that free phone number, and our cruise consultants will talk you through.
Yeah, I think that's so important. I always have loads of sort of questions when I'm booking a holiday that I need to know, so just phone up and ask for free and we'll talk to you.
Well,
right, so should we go through the itinerary?
Well, yes, because it starts with a flight, of course, from London to Vancouver.
Yes.
And then you're transferred from the airport to a hotel and you get a night there in a fantastic hand-picked hotel, don't we?
You do, and we're going to come back and talk about Vancouver because you're there at the end as well. So you've got your night there, which is really nice, recover from your flight, kind of enjoy the fact that you've arrived and your holiday's begun. So then on day 2, you're going to transfer from the hotel to the port and embark the fabulous ship that we saw, the Celebrity Infinity, and then off we go. So we're sailing along the Inside Passage. Now this is a coastal route which weaves through the islands on the Pacific coast of North America, and it extends right from southeastern Alaska in the States through to western British Columbia in Canada. So this whole trip is going to capture things that people love about Alaska: the glaciers, the misty rainforest, the fjords. It's going to be stunning. Day 4, you reach Icy Strait Point. Now, this is a privately owned tourist destination just outside a small village called Cunard in Alaska. So, really fascinating, and immediately you're feeling like you are miles away from anything.
I was going to say, if you've got quite a stressful lifestyle back here in the UK, to escape here.
Yes. Well, you know what they've got there, though, as well, is a really cool-looking zip wire.
Really?
Yes.
Now, do you know, I might just be up for that. I've done those before.
I'm actually going on a zip wire on a cruise ship soon, but we're going to tell you about that another time. Right, day 5, then we're off to the Hubbard Glacier. Now, this is nicknamed the Galloping Glacier because it's still advancing towards the Gulf of Alaska. So it's quite interesting. It's the largest tidewater glacier in North America. It's 76 miles long.
No.
So, yeah,
Oh.
and it plunges 1,200 feet into the bay, and it's just incredible when you see it from afar. It's got this kind of blue hue around it. You can even see in the pictures there.
And I'm imagining the beautiful pictures going to be taken
And
here
so
as well.
still and amazing. And you've got these snow-capped mountains around it as well. So exactly as you say, make sure you take your camera. Renowned for its wildlife around here as well. You may see a whale. You never know. Right, day 6, we're going to Juneau in Alaska. There are no roads leading in or out of town here. You've literally got to get in either by air or sea. Used to be where all the gold mining happened. Now you'll want to go and do whale watching. You've got outdoor adventures. Again, the Mendenhall Glacier has got to be seen. Then day 7, you're going to Ketchikan in Alaska, which is known as the salmon capital of the world. You've got so much to do here. You can go kayaking, if that's your kind of thing, in the fjords, or you could go hiking up Deer Mountain. And then you could just spend the afternoon having a look at the galleries and shops. That's Creek Street there. It's like a row of wooden buildings just over the water. And now there's loads of boutiques and things there as well. Day 8, you're sailing back through the Inside Passage again. And then on day 9, you're arriving in Vancouver. And again, you've got the opportunity, because you're disembarking and transferring to a hotel for a night. So you've got the opportunity to really explore. Now, this is a very multicultural city. In 2010, you'll remember the Winter Olympics were there. So that's when a lot of us saw a lot of it on the telly. But, yeah, a really beautiful city, actually. You must go and see Stanley Park. There's Vancouver Harbour. You've got a seawall all the way around it. There's so much to do and see. Go and visit Gastown, which is fascinating, which is where Vancouver kind of started. You've got Chinatown, coastal mountains all the way around it as well. So you're going to have a fantastic time. But we've got to move on because there's so much to do.
It gets even more exciting because you're transferred from the hotel to the train station and you're going to board the iconic Rocky Mountaineer train from Vancouver to Kamloops. And we're talking to JP from Planet because he said this train journey is incredible. It's actually a winner of 8 World Travel Awards. The experience is breathtaking, and all of the train journey takes place in the daylight, so you see everything, don't you?
And also, you've got guides on the train as well, so they'll actually be talking you through what you're seeing. You're also going to get, like I said, this is not just like a horrible train that I got on one. It was so horrible the other day. This is worlds away from that. Think luxury.
And all of your meals are included. You're going to get the red leaf service, so you get all of your meals served to your table. You can even upgrade to the gold leaf service, which apparently is incredible as well.
Even better, yeah. So you're going to eat really, really well. As Sean just said, you're not staggering to a buffet car. You're being served at your table. This will be, I love the sound of a train. It's so restful. Wonderful. Right, day 11, then you're going to transfer from your hotel, because you're in Kamloops now, to the station. And this is where you board the Rocky Mountaineer and you travel to Banff. So Banff is within a national park in Alberta in Canada. It's located in the Rocky Mountains. So you're going along the Trans-Canada Highway here. Oh, it just looks so amazing. And then you'll transfer to a hotel once you arrive for a one-night stay. It's got so much to it, this cruise.
I'm not just saying this. I mean, I'd love to do all of the cruises tonight, but this is an experience that I will definitely do at some point.
Yeah.
In the very near future.
Absolutely. What an experience. What a thing to say you've been able to do. You know, and JP was saying it really doesn't compare to anything else he's done or seen. And I think you get an idea of that from looking at this footage.
And don't forget, you know, if you want any extra information, give us a call. That free phone number. Our cruise consultants will talk you through. Everything about this trip, though, is perfect. It's all been, say, planned to perfection. I know. I know.
Amazing. Brilliant.
God.
So there you go. And then after that, you're transferring from the hotel, and then you are flying from Calgary back to London.
We should say, by the way, if you'd like an extra day so you can really explore Banff, we can actually sort that out for you. And we can even sort out a helicopter tour as well. So just ask our cruise consultants all about that. And you will be travelling in 5-star luxury with celebrity, modern luxury, beyond belief. This will be a trip of a lifetime that you will never, ever, ever forget. And let's just remind you of what's included today. So, by the way, I forgot to mention, if you book an Ocean View, got some great prices on those, you'll get a free classics drinks package, and they are amazing with celebrity. Return flights are included. You've got the pre and post stay in Vancouver, your stays in Kamloops and Banff, and we have got an alternative sailing there on the 6th of June as well. So all of that information is available in more detail with our cruise consultants. And just give you the pricing on this as well. You can see there that there's some great upgrades for the Ocean View, and if you go for that, you will get the free classics drinks package included. Wow. Took my breath away, that one, actually. And that classics drinks package, it is very good, as I mentioned. It's all of your teas, coffees, sodas, juices, bottled waters, selected beers, spirits, wines and cocktails, and a wide selection available also in the specialty bars and restaurants. But we're going to move on to an incredible offer. Again, 5-star, but this is on the Queen Mary 2 with Cunard. The price is $799. Do you know what? You can even get a balcony for $899 tonight, and it's 12 nights, taking you to the Canaries. Now, our lovely Keith, who also presents the shows with us here with Planet Cruise, he worked on the Queen Mary 2 for many, many years, and here he is giving you a full guided tour.
She's the last remaining seagoing ocean liner, one of the biggest and fastest ships in the world, a byword for elegance and sophistication, one of the only ships to carry pets as well as humans, and the last ship I had the pleasure of working on board. She's the Queen Mary 2. You can have a proper pint in the Golden Lion pub, enjoy the panoramic views and martini cocktails of the Commodore Club, soak up the jazz of the chart room, or join me for some bubbles in the Veuve Clicquot champagne bar. Not what I used to drink on the job, of course. This is just fizzy water. Cheers. I used to joke that our guests walked up the gangway and that we rolled them back down. One thing is for sure, you won't go hungry on board, with specialty restaurants serving food from around the world, a 24-hour buffet and the fabulous Britannia. You're in danger of missing my favourite, the Todd English. Whatever you do, if you come here, make sure you try the chocolate fallen cake. It's absolutely delicious. With live music in every venue, West End style theatre shows, comedians and musical stars from both sides of the pond, the entertainment is rich and varied. But for me, it's this place which offers something unbeatably unique. Illuminations is the only planetarium at sea, offering celestial shows narrated by the likes of Robert Redford and Morgan Freeman. And it's also a cracking 4D cinema. There are 6 different grades of stateroom to choose from, all of it bright, spacious, airy and very, very stylish. 24-hour room service, 2 turn-downs a day, and the grill suites even have a private butler. But the best thing of all, as standard in every single room, is this. The Sealy Cunard mattress. Quite literally the best night's sleep I've ever had.
Well, I was on board the Queen Mary 2 for my mum's 70th, and yeah, the experience was absolutely outstanding. This has just come down in price, by the way, so it's down by £250 today. And whatever you do, don't miss out on the balcony. You can get that at $899. But yes, it's getting chilly and cold. Do you know, one place that's always sunny is, of course, the Canaries. I'm going to take you there right now. So, cruising from Southampton. So, Gemma, that means you can pack as much luggage as you like.
That means I can take 29 dresses and 58 pairs of shoes, which is always a bonus, apart from the poor person that has to carry my bag. So, yeah, we're leaving from Southampton, and then what's quite nice is you've got a few relaxing days at sea to enjoy the ship. And then, on day 5, we're sailing into Madeira, which is a beautiful island. You can do so much here. You've got the very famous cable car and toboggan rides, if you fancy that. Stunning botanical gardens, if you're interested in your plants and your gardening and that kind of thing, you will love it. You can organise a wine tasting experience here, or just pot around the island, enjoy it. It's always got a lovely temperature, Madeira. Really,
it's like eternal spring, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an absolutely lovely place, and it was Winston Churchill's favourite destination. So there you go.
So you imagine in the middle of November, or actually December by the time you're here, you're going to get those lovely warm temperatures and a beautiful environment.
Oh, so lovely. And then day 6, we're sailing to La Palma, which is a very pretty Spanish port. And then day 7, we are going to Las Palmas in Gran Canaria. Now, Gran Canaria has always been a hot spot for sun worshippers and water babies. You know, it's got those stunning soft sandy beaches. It's a very popular island. It's got a spring-like climate all year round, one of the best actually, so hopefully you really will get some sunshine here. It's got a lovely, distinctly Spanish feel. It's got a rich history. Christopher Columbus called here during his famous voyage of 1492, so you could even visit the museum, which is all about him. You've got palm tree lined streets. It's very clean, very beautifully well laid out. Do a bit of shopping, go and see some of the stunning scenery if you like. It's all there for the taking. And then on day 8 we arrive in Lanzarote, another beautiful Canary Island I'm sure lots of you will be familiar with.
They're all quite different though, aren't they?
They are. They've all got their own kind of personality, if that makes it right. And this, you know, don't forget as well, you're only 70 miles off the coast of Africa here as well, which is why you get this lovely winter sun, which is wonderful, and why you get as well this kind of desert-like quality to it as well. Lanzarote is volcanic in origin, and you can kind of see that in some of the countryside. You've got this sort of amazing features to it, and in fact you should go and see the volcano park at Timanfaya. I hope I've pronounced that right. It's the #1 tourist attraction of the island, and it was the scene of the world's longest ever volcanic eruption. Very exciting. Then day 10 we're going somewhere completely different. We're going to Lisbon, the capital of Portugal. So you're on the Atlantic coast, just at the mouth of the Tagus River here, and you've got a real mix of museums, castles, cathedrals, beautiful neighbourhoods, very colourful. You've got that kind of cafe life as well, if you just want to sit and have a coffee and watch the world go by. Beautiful boutiques. And a kind of...
Yeah, I'm just thinking, with it being December when you're there, you could maybe do a little bit of Christmas shopping,
do a bit of Christmas shopping.
Because again, you wouldn't be worried about luggage allowance or anything like that.
Well, exactly. That's a really nice point, actually. Yeah, you can get everything back onto the ship and sail home with your Christmas shopping done. Good point. Now, you've got lovely restaurants as well. The thing is, on a cruise, you're eating so well on the ship. But actually in Portugal, in Lisbon, quite nice to have a little lunch there maybe, but that's up to you. You could do a tram ride as well through the medieval Alfama district. So we're back onto the ship then, and you've got 2 more days of sailing to enjoy the Queen Mary.
Well, to enjoy that 5-star fabulous service.
It's a ship that people who love their cruises, they all want to sail on her. And then day 13, you arrive in Southampton.
And I can genuinely say this is one of the best offers we've ever seen. It's just been reduced by £250. And if you really want a balcony, you can get it tonight for under £9 per person per night. A brilliant upgrade. So it works at £899 for balcony, and you are away 12 nights on board the wonderful, beautiful 5-star Queen Mary. It doesn't get better than this. And let's just remind you, so if you want to book right now, 0800 840 1088. And something I would suggest, by the way, to make it even better, you can actually stay at the Mian Mali. Should try that one again.
The Mian Mali.
We are live, by the way. The Mian Valley Marriott Hotel. You can actually stay there. Now, I have been there, so here's a little clip of film just showing you what you could actually gain from just staying that night at the Mian Valley Marriott.
Get your teeth in.
Planet Cruise have a great partnership with the Marriott Mian Valley 4-star hotel here in Southampton. Bed, breakfast, free car parking, transfers to and from the port are actually all included. Now, I arrived earlier yesterday. I had someone take care of my bags. I went for a swim. I had the most amazing night's sleep, and I've just finished off a hearty breakfast. And now, with my car safely parked, I'm about to take the chauffeur-driven shuttle to Southampton Port, which is a mere 12 miles away. And then when my cruise is over, they'll drop me off here and I can drive safely home. It's a really lovely experience. It does save you so much in terms of your parking, of course, as well. Now, we have got an amazing hot pick for you right now. And this is, honestly, it is sizzling. How about 2 weeks away, all-inclusive, on the Island Escape, part, of course, of the Thompson Group, for $899. And what is so nice, you've actually got an all-inclusive 7-night cruise and then an all-inclusive stay in Palma, of course, as well.
And look at the price. That's absolutely incredible value for money. It really is, which is why it's our hot pick tonight.
Well, it was actually a top seller on Sunday's show, if you missed it. This is under £900. Just to show you, by the way, the price across those various dates. We've got departures from May, June, July and September, but those May prices start at just $899 and $949 for an outside. And the great thing about an island cruise is that we can actually fly you from your local airport as well. So small supplements may apply on these, but we can find an airport within about 70 miles of where you live in general. That's really good to be able to do that, isn't it?
It is, absolutely.
Now, a new part of the show, every week we want you to send in your top cruising tips. I think this is a great idea. And to do that, you can send your tips on with a photo to hello@planetcruise.co.uk, or, of course, you can even send us a good old-fashioned postcard as well. But we're really looking forward to sharing your tips with the rest of our viewers.
Yeah, we've had loads in. Thank you very much if you've already sent one. Do continue to send them, and we're going to start showing them from Sunday.
We certainly are. Now, we are very, very excited about our next cruise and stay because it's with Disney on board the Disney Magic. I know Gemma's going to tell you more, but this starts with your flight to Orlando and you pick up your car, that's all included, so your car hire for 7 days included, and we're going to put you up in your own 3-bedroom house with your own private swimming pool, aren't we?
I know, how nice is that? That's right, so fly to Orlando, get your car, drive to your lovely accommodation, and then you've got a week to play in Orlando. And included in the price of your holiday here, you have got tickets which you can use all week and will get you access into the Magic Kingdom, Blizzard Beach, Epcot, the Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios and Typhoon Lagoon.
Wow, so it's a 7-day pass?
It is. It's like the ultimate Disney pass. So really, really fantastic.
And the great thing is you've got your own car hire, you've got your own 3-bedroom, say, luxury house with a swimming pool, and then the chance at all of the amazing theme parks. I've just come back from Orlando, as it happens, and I went to Epcot, and it was...
Did you enjoy it?
I loved it. It takes you all the way around the world.
Yes, absolutely. And they've got award-winning fireworks. Hopefully you might
the
catch
fireworks
them.
are amazing.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. But you could also go, of course, to Universal's Island of Adventures as well, because they do things really well too. So that could be another day as well. Mix it up a bit. Cirque du Soleil. I mean, you're just going... You know, everybody knows about Orlando. You're spoilt for choice for every age group as well.
But I think, again, when you break down the price of this, the fact that you've got your first week with your own 3-bedroom house, your own private pool, your own car hire. The house is just a short drive away from Orlando. And by the way, that 7-day pass for all of the Disney theme parks is worth the best part of £300 alone,
those tickets are really expensive. So to have that included, and that is each person as well, you know, you're saving a lot of money.
And not to have to queue and things as well. I know Disney are very good in terms of queues and things, but, you know, just know you've got your pass sorted.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Really, really nice. So that's your week, and then... the next part of your holiday begins because you go and drop your car off and then you transfer by shuttle bus to the port and embark Disney Magic, and you're sailing on her for 7 nights. So the first port of call you'll arrive in is Cozumel in Mexico, but I think we're going to have a look at the ship first, aren't we?
Let's have a little look.
So here we are. This is your Disney Cruise Line. Now, she can accommodate 2,700 passengers, but you've got 950 cast and crew on board as well. I think one of the main things to mention is the staterooms on board the Disney Cruise Line. They are so spacious, amongst the most spacious at sea, and they've got split bathrooms as standard as well, so very comfortable living. Then you've got your 3 distinct themed restaurants to choose from. You can have your evening meal with the family, but it'll be a really lavish gourmet event. Really fantastic standard of service as well. As you can imagine from Disney, the entertainment is absolutely fantastic, and of course you get to see all the latest Disney movies shown on board as well, including the 3D ones. There are adult-only spas and salons and adult-only areas as well, so if you are not with children, great, and if you are, they've also got amazing places for the children to go and play.
And I can guarantee the standards are going to be absolutely
Yeah,
outstanding, aren't
I
they?
worked for Disney for 5
You
years.
did,
I was
didn't
a
you?
Disney presenter, yeah.
I remember.
So, yeah, they're a great company, very, very exciting. So then we are sailing off, and the first place you're going to arrive in is Cozumel in Mexico, which is one of the largest Caribbean islands. I mean, that says it all. You're talking white sand, palm trees. You must go and see the ancient Mayan ruins here. Then day 11, we arrive in Grand Cayman. Unbelievable. Try and do some water sports if you can. If you're into that kind of thing, this is the place to do it. But if you're not that kind of person, go to the Cayman Turtle Farm. Absolutely incredible. You've also got Dolphin Discovery in West Bay, which is just across from the turtle farm. You can go and swim with the dolphins. They'll shake your hands and give you a kiss. Incredible beaches. Yes, stingrays as well. It's very famous for. There's Stingray City, which is a sandbar where you've just got a huge population of them, and you can get into water with a guide and go and feed them and stuff. It's so exciting. So then we're off to Jamaica. Oh, I mean, this cruise just looks awful, doesn't it, Sean? All that white sand, honestly.
It really is.
It's just stunning.
Oh.
I really would love to do this one.
I'm sat here thinking, you know, I would love to be there.
Even just hearing the music in the background is making me feel like I'm on holiday.
I'm just thinking, January, it's the best time to go, isn't it?
Yeah, you go and get your rum punch, chill out on the beach, beautiful hot sunshine while everybody else is miserable at home.
I was in Jamaica for my 40th. I was actually seriously climbing up here, the Duns River Falls, on my 40th
stunning.
birthday.
Oh, how wonderful. Well, day 14, then you're going to Castaway Cay, which is an island owned by the Disney Corporation. So only people who are on the Disney cruises can go. And again, open air massages in Serenity Bay, which is adult only. If you are with children, of course, you've got the characters and all the fun that Disney is so famous for. Something for everybody. Free childcare at Scuttle's Cove as well. Unbelievable. So if you do want to have a little rest and they want to have a play, best of both worlds. Gosh, I want to go. Day 15 then, we arrive back in Port Canaveral, disembark, transfer to the airport, and you arrive back in London. That is over 2 weeks of holiday.
And again, when you break that down, the value tonight, I think you agree, is absolutely outstanding. The lead date there, the 18th of January, so a great time to get away and get all of those fabulous, fabulous 10 pictures. And just to show the pricing again over the various dates that we have got available, they're coming up in just a second, but this is what's included: return flights. We can, of course, provide flights from most UK airports, and you get the 7-day Walt Disney World Resort Ultimate ticket there, covering all of the theme parks with Disney, and a 7-day car hire, which you can collect at the airport and drop off at Port Canaveral, of course, as well. And I mentioned the prices. A lot of you do ask, what are the prices across the various days? There you can see they're really good upgrades to ocean views and verandas, and some really fantastic prices for a family of 4 as well. Wow. But time to move on. We had such a good show. But what's one of your favourite shows? Strictly? Yeah? Well, we have got a chance for you to meet the stars of Strictly. One of the judges, 2 of the dancers, and a chance to really get involved with, of course, P&O on board the Azura. Let's give you a taster of what life's going to be like. And P&O, a great British company with decades and decades of experience.
They absolutely, and actually carrying on the theme, the Azura made her maiden voyage and was named by Darcy Bustle.
I'd forgotten that, yeah.
So actually she's now one of the judges on Strictly. But anyway,
yeah, well done.
Yeah. So she carries up to 3,100 passengers. You've got 11 restaurants, 5 boutiques, 4 swimming pools, 2 lounges, and loads of outdoor space where you can relax. And they've even got an open-air cinema as well. So P&O really raised the bar with this ship. She's really stunning. You've got your poolside grill. You've got a poolside pizzeria. You've got fine dining as well, with actually a chef called Atul Kochhar. I don't know if you've ever seen him on the cookery shows. He's amazing. He's like a Michelin star winner. So he's doing the Indian cuisine with a twist. Delicious. That's my kind of thing. And then you've also got the Glass House Wine Bar and Restaurant as well. You've got the Playhouse Theatre, where they have things like aerial flying acrobatics and stuff. Beautiful spa too, and a great kids club. So a fabulous ship. You're going to be in complete comfort, and what fun as well to have the Strictly Come Dancing people. It's such a popular show.
Yeah,
I have to watch it because my kids love it.
Do they?
Yeah,
well,
they're
I
so
do
into
too.
it. Yeah.
And so this is all themed with Strictly Come Dancing, and you will get to join 2 dancers and a judge.
Yes, I wonder which one it will be. I hope it's Bruno, but I don't know. So yes, it's going to be really, really fun, and you can duck. The great thing about cruising as well is you can duck in and duck out of all of these things. You know, if you just want to curl up with a book, you can go somewhere quiet and do that. And then if you're feeling more boisterous, you can go and have a couple of cocktails and do the dancing. And that's the nice thing.
It is. There is always so much choice on a cruise ship. Anyway, this one is again from Southampton, which means that your cruise holiday starts straight away, and we're making our way to the port of Zeebrugge, of course, the gateway to Bruges.
Absolutely, very romantic, beautiful place, medieval overtones, cobblestone streets. Look at that, it's fabulous. And then we're at sea, aren't we?
2 days.
Yeah, 2 days, doing a bit of dancing. And then day 5, we arrive in Helsinki. So you've got a real Russian influence here. Do you know they do an annual festival, which is a wife-carrying competition?
No.
I just thought that was quite an interesting fact. And yeah, a beautiful place, founded in 1550. So you've got 1550s. You've got incredible history here. You've got cathedrals, the Rock Church, the Market Square. And then we're off to St. Petersburg. And lovely part of this cruise, you get an overnight on board, which is really nice, isn't it? Because then you can really explore this wonderful city.
St. Petersburg is on my wish list, and I know that I wouldn't want to rush it if I was just going to St. Petersburg and only had a few hours, but you are overnight on board.
Yeah, which is lovely, so you have got time to pick and choose and see what you want to do. You should go to the Hermitage as well, it's so famous for that. But you've got so many palaces, it's unbelievable, from the Tsarist era. So you could even do like a river tour. I know it's getting on another kind of boat, but lovely, and see all these palaces and not necessarily go into all of them, but see as much scenery as possible. You can also get tickets for the ballet. You've got an overnight, so that could be incredible. And then we are sailing to Tallinn and Stockholm. Day 11, though, we arrive in Copenhagen in Denmark. So this is rich in Viking history, and again, you've got those grand castles and amazing countryside. You know, some of these destinations are like fairy tales because they're so different from other places in Europe. You've got the Tivoli Gardens, which are stunning, and Copenhagen recently marked the 200th anniversary of the birth of Hans Christian Andersen. So he was the writer of things like The Little Mermaid and The Princess and the Pea. You'll see statues of him all over the place. So quite sort of easy to get your bearings in Copenhagen. There are lots of pedestrian streets, so a nice place to wander around. And there's even a cruise lounge which you could go and have a cup of tea in if you get, you know, tired feet and you want to have a sit down. You can go and relax, just bring your proof that you're a cruise passenger. And so that is Copenhagen.
Now I'm getting on a bit, I might need that sit down.
Oh, don't we all? And then day 12, you're in Oslo. Beautiful. So Norway's capital, you've got really modern architecture, lakes, lots of parks, world-class museums, and a lot of statues everywhere, you'll notice as well. It was once part of Denmark, and then later on it was part of Sweden. So again, there's a lot of history. So you could go and have a look at the Royal Palace and the Houses of Parliament. But really stunning. And actually, if you're a cruise passenger, you know, you're on the ship, the departure through the Oslo fjord it gives you amazing scenery as well. So that's a lovely way to sail out as well. Cameras ready.
And we have one final port, don't we?
Yes, Kristiansand, which is in southern Norway, which is beautiful as well. And then you've got a day at sea, and then you arrive back in Southampton.
Well, just to remind you, we've got a great price on this tonight, from £1,199 per person, and you will get to join 2 dancers and a judge from the BBC hit show, of course, on this Strictly Come Dancing themed cruise. These always sell really quickly, by the way. We've had these on previous years, and they always turn out to be top sellers. Great upgrades from inside to outside, from under £6 per person per night. Well, I think we're going to have had a very, very busy show, but our final cruise is the ultimate in 6-star luxury. I was extremely lucky and privileged to cruise with Crystal last year, and the experience was breathtaking. I know many of you have maybe had 4-star cruises, 5-star. This is the next level. So we're going to talk about more, because so much is included. You know, even though you might look at the price, it was a little bit more than what you've paid. But when you break this down, all of your gratuities, all of your drinks, and you even get to have a complimentary meal in the 2 specialty restaurants, including Nobu's as well. But I did do a little bit of filming when I was on board, so have a look at the Crystal 6-star experience. Crystal Cruises have the most opulent staterooms afloat. The style is modern classic with the most beautiful decor, and all of the rooms have the very latest amenities. One of my favourite places to visit has to be the Crystal Spa. It's award-winning, repeatedly voted the world's best, and the only Feng Shui-inspired spa that I've ever experienced on the waves. Well, Crystal Cruises have been the undisputed leader in luxury travel now for almost 2 decades, and it's certainly reflected in their service, especially here, taking afternoon tea in the amazing Palm Court. Crystal Cruises offer an outstanding and diverse selection of bars and restaurants on their ships. And better still, they now have an all-inclusive drinks policy and open bar service. Now, this is Silk Road, created by world-famous Chef Nobu and his only seagoing venture in his global empire. Now, the menus feature Chef Nobu's unique styling and blending of South American ingredients with Japanese dishes. In front of me, you've probably noticed, there is a separate sushi bar with items selected by Chef Nobu and prepared by one of his very skillfully trained chefs. This is the Galaxy Show Lounge, which offers breathtaking Broadway-style productions. The performers have trained at the best schools, performed on the best stages, and are now bringing you the best performances at sea. And the costumes, they're spectacular and really lavish. So we were just talking about the 6-star difference.
Yeah, because I've not done a 6-star, and I was saying, what makes it tip into 6-star? And Sean was just explaining.
Well, it just seems like the amount of room per person, you know. The ships are never, ever crowded. All of your, you know, amazing cuisine, and the specialty restaurants, you get to try Nobu's and Prego. Just sitting around the pool. Remember, sometimes there are only literally 5 or 6 of us around the pool, and you've got these massive loungers that you can relax on, and all the staff come with cold towels and drinks. It was incredible, it really was. And actually for Crystal, this price tag is exceptionally good because, well, you see now exactly what's included, because we're going to take you over to, of course, Singapore. So, starts off with a flight over to Bali, actually, doesn't it?
It does indeed. So you fly to Bali, arrive, and you've got 2 nights in a 5-star hotel, which is absolutely gorgeous. And you can have a choice of tour as well while you're here as well. So just ask us on the phones about that as well, because we will organise that for you. Now, this is such a sort of tropical island that's really well known, actually. You've got incredible shopping. It's known for it in the Cunard beach area. Shops and markets, so lots of touristy bits to pick up. But the whole island is a real mixture of Chinese and Indonesian culture. So for a cultural visit, you should go to the Pura, but I can't pronounce it, Basaki Temple, which is known as the Mother Temple of Bali.
I'm sure that's close, Gemma.
Do you think that was like really authentic? I think so too. But there's lots of temples to visit. You could go to the Elephant Safari Park as well. You could go river rafting, go to the craft villages as well. So you're going to have a wonderful time. Then on day 4, you'll transfer from your hotel to the port and embark your cruise on this incredible ship.
And she really is.
Oh, amazing. And then day 7, you're arriving in Samarang. So you get off the kind of wonderful luxurious ship and you arrive in this bustling north coast port in Java, Indonesia, and it's got a real Dutch influence to it as well, sort of that kind of colonial feel to it. And you've also got a really vibrant Chinese quarter. Again, go and visit some of the temples. You can go to Joglo Hill, where you get to experience really good Javanese culture. They put on shows and exhibitions, and there's beautiful villas and gardens. And then on day 8, we're sailing to Jakarta, which is the capital of Indonesia, filled with sightseeing and tourist attractions. You've got shopping malls, you've got hidden back streets for sort of food and nightlife. You've got the beach at Angkor Dream Park as well. So much to do there. Then we're back at sea. And then day 10, you arrive in Malacca, which is a small Malaysian state. And then day 11, we're in Belawan, Sumatra, on the northeast coast of Sumatra. And then on day 12, we arrive in Phuket in Thailand. Now, I haven't been to every single place in the east, but I have been to Thailand a few times, and it's unbelievable. And I would go back again at the drop of a hat. the people are very chilled out and relaxed and friendly. The beaches are absolutely incredible. You may recognise from the James Bond film, actually. Very, very famous. So you can actually go to James Bond Island, but you can also go elephant trekking and see some of the incredible sort of jungle, or just relax on the beach. And then day 13, you're going to Penang in Malaysia. I've also been to Malaysia. Again, it's beautiful. You've got a real fusion of east and west, and the food capital of Malaysia is Penang for sure. Day 14, you're going to Kuala Lumpur. And then day 15, you arrive in Singapore. So it's a really extensive tour of this part of the world. So fantastic to get it all in on one trip. And in Singapore, you've got an overnight on board, and then you're actually transferring to a hotel for a 2-night stay. So you've got quite a significant bit of time, actually, in Singapore.
And it is, of course, a 5-star hotel. Everything about this trip is ultra luxury. And so you've got, as you said, Gemma, a really good amount of time to, because if you are travelling this far, you want to experience as much as you can, don't you?
You do, and there's loads and loads to do in Singapore as well. It's a very, very clean city. People were forbidden by law to chew gum in its streets until not that long ago, and things like eating on the subway, they don't really approve of things like that. So it's very, very clean, very modern, very dynamic as well. You've got like bridges over to Malaysia. It's kind of a main island with 60 surrounding little islets, if you like, but it's a really big, bustling commercial city as well. So you've got your skyscrapers. Go to Raffles Hotel, drink a Singapore sling, go to Orchard Road and do some shopping, visit the temples, visit the Botanic Gardens, and you'll get a feel of all sorts of different aspects of this amazing city.
And then, finally, of course, you have got your return flight home. Now, I want to show you this beautiful ship one more time. She's more intimate. You know, you're not talking thousands of passengers. And this was, I remember lying around this pool.
It looks beautiful.
Oh, honestly. And the only we don't feature Crystal regularly here on the show. It is a premium brand. It's 6-star luxury. But the price is so good today on this one that we really have to share it with you.
I mean, you know, it's obviously pricier than some. We try to get something for everybody on this show, don't we? But if you can stretch to it for what you're getting, that price is incredible.
And I have to say, you know, if you've not been to, you know, the Far East and Singapore and Bali, and you're only going to do it once in your lifetime, you want it to be perfect, and you will get an absolutely perfect experience with Crystal. They've got such a loyal following, so many return customers as well. And you can see there, we're going to include your return flights, of course. We can provide flights from most UK airports. Also,
you're getting your flights, you're getting your food, you're getting your drinks, you're getting entertained.
And the tours there as well.
And you've got the hotels and the tours. Actually, when you break it down, it's pretty amazing.
It is amazing value.
And you're coming home saying, I've been to Thailand, I've been to Malaysia, I've been to Kuala Lumpur, I've been to, you know, all these places.
And can I also say, you might be with it 6-star, you might think, oh, you know, it might be a little bit stuffy. Not at all. It's so relaxed.
They let you on, didn't they?
Absolutely. Well said, Gemma. Anyway, just to show you what's included, because it is an all-inclusive package. So this is how it works. You get all of your fine wines, premium spirits, even champagne. Gemma, you like your champagne?
I do.
Yes, champagne is included.
Included, I know, and that's really unusual, isn't it?
All of your gratuities, bottled water, soft drinks, cappuccinos, espressos, lattes, all of your speciality dining. Nobu, the world famous Nobu, his only on-sea restaurant is with Crystal Cruises, of course. Fitness classes, they're included. Pilates, yoga, spinning, and the most gracious award-winning service at sea, and much, much more. All I'm going to say is, you may be just thinking, oh, shall I, shan't I? Just give us a call and we can talk you through. But anyway, we're nearly out of time. So here's a quick recap. We start off with this amazing offer with MSC. We're going to give you £300 on board spend, return flights, and a free all-inclusive drinks package. And that's for the Eastern Med cruise there from Venice on the 3rd of May. We have, of course, got other dates available at the great price there of $899. We then moved on to the wonderful Celebrity, and this is on board the Celebrity Infinity. It's your chance of really experiencing Alaska at its best. And also you're going to do the Rocky Mountaineer train from Vancouver to Banff. Again, that's a trip of a lifetime. Then we moved on to a deal that's just come down in price. This is why we're featuring it tonight. It's with Cunard, down by £250 tonight to $799. And that's a 12-night, 5-star luxury Spain and Canaries cruise. You know when it's going to get really miserable, the end of November and December, and you feel really depressed? You could be away getting some fabulous winter sun. By the way, the balcony on that one is only $8.99 at the moment. I think the price could go up on that one. Then Disney. Your chance, first of all, of spending 7 days in Orlando. You're going to have your own house, 3-bedroom house with its own private swimming pool. You're going to have a 7-day pass for all of the Disney theme parks, and then, of course, that fantastic Disney cruise on board the Disney Magic. All of that included for $1,949. Then, how's your dancing? Mine's hopeless, but I love to watch it, and you've got a chance of being on board the P&O Azura. It's the 14-night Strictly Come Dancing cruise to the Baltic capitals, and you will get a chance to join 2 dancers and the judge from, of course, the hit show. They all sell quickly, so we featured these last year, and they were some of the top sellers. And then, if this could be within your budget, I would love you to book Crystal tonight. What often happens, quite a few of you book throughout the week, you have a think about this, you know, work out your budget, but we are here to give you help and advice, and I know that will be the perfect trip to Singapore and Bali. And then don't forget, we've got a brand new website. It's been new and improved. I thought it was very good before, actually, but yeah, it can offer you so much. And finally, few more deals to tempt you with. We have one outstanding hot pick today. This is with Island Cruises, part of the Thomson Group. 40 nights at $899. You're going to get a 7-night cruise, all-inclusive, and then a 7-night stay in Palma, Mallorca, all-inclusive. And look at the price on this. We can start at $899 on the 19th of May next year. This one is selling very, very quickly. It was one of our main cruises we featured on Sunday, and it has been a phenomenal success already. So just giving you a chance to book that before some of the dates could sell out. And of course, we can even find you flights from your local airport as well. Small supplements may apply, but we can find you flights from your local airport. And if you'd like to be part of the show, don't forget you can tweet us #PlanetCruiseLive at Planet Cruise. You can search Planet Cruise on Facebook, or of course subscribe to us on youtube.com/Planet Cruise TV, or email us. And if you are new to the show, you are in very, very safe hands. All of the cruises are ATOL and APTA protected. They also always include your transfers. Hotels are always great hotels in central locations, and flights with world-renowned airlines as well. Jem, I really enjoyed that.
I know,
nice
so
to be with you again.
It's lovely to see you, and I'll see you next week.
I will see you next Tuesday.
Yes, indeed.
I want to book all those cruises. That's
Should we go and just book one now?
Yeah, let's book them all. I'd love to. If I could. Loads more straight. Absolutely.